Hello, welcome back. This is Toro, and today I just want to talk to you about why you should never build a house to impress anyone. We have a lot of problems like this back in Ghana, where I'm from. I just want to talk to you. If you're living in the diaspora, just listen to what I'm about to say, because this may be something that will help you in the future. It will help you when you are planning your next move. My question is, sometimes I say to myself that why do you have to build a house to impress anybody? You don't need to build a house to impress anyone, because you have to build within your strength. Build within your strength and impress yourself. Do you know that you can actually build a small house, but people will come in there and they'll be like, wow, this house is so nice, small, reasonable, and very nice. So I just want to talk to you. We have so many uncompleted houses because we are not building within our strength. We try to impress somebody because somebody built a 6-bedroom house, so you also want to build the same thing. A house that can take you like a year to build, sometimes depending on the size, because you want to impress, for people to know that, oh yes, you used to live in America, or you used to live in Europe, or you used to live in wherever. You want to impress people. You will end up building that house within a 10-year period. Within a 10-year period, you build a house. That's a long time. Let's say you are 40 years old or 30 years old. Let me not go too far. You're building a house using 10 years to build. And what people say is that, oh, I'm building my dream home. I'm building my retirement home. But remember, there is more life after retirement. You still need income to live after you've retired. So what you have to do is build within your means. Build within your strength. Build within what you can afford, so that you don't take too much time. Even if you use 6 years to build a house, that's too long. That's too long. But if you can build just a small house, a 3-bedroom house, or you can do it gradually by building, at the end of the day, you have something to account for. So that's the reason why I just want to talk to you about my advice to you when you are building in Ghana, because I know your struggles. I know what you go through, because I am part of the struggles that we all go through. We all go through struggles. We all go through a lot of ups and downs here in America. So I know the sweat, how people go to work, how people work, how to make money. And I tell you, it is not easy. So building a house that will take you 6 years, 10 years, it means that you don't have the capacity, you don't have the savings, you don't have the money to do so. So what is going to happen is that it's going to drain you. It's going to drain you. Sometimes it will affect your family, it will affect your kids, because you don't have enough to do what you're supposed to do, because you're always building, you're always building, you're always building, you're always building. So build within your means, build within your strength, and don't try to impress anybody, because at the end of the day, those that you want to impress may not be even there, may not be your friends even at the long run, because we lose friends somewhere along the way. I'm not talking about death here. I'm talking about where some situation happens and then it's like your best friend is no more your best friend, or your friends, the friends that you grew up with within your circle, they are nowhere to be found. So when you try to build a house to impress, rather build an income, rather have a business, rather turn something around so that you can make money, so that even if you are building a house for your retirement, you have a small house. Because most of the time we build houses and say, oh, we are building because of the kids. But the kids sometimes don't even live in the same house. They don't even live in that house. So who are you building for? And remember that the house that you are building today might be the nicest house in the area, the posh house in the area. But at the end of the day, let me tell you something, 10 years to come, 20 years to come, if you are building with the kids in mind, 20 years to come, I bet you they would not even want to live in the house. They have to break it down somewhere and do some renovations before they can live in, because they've also moved on to another level. And things change. Things change. And when they do, what are you going to do? So that's why I've been telling people, never build a house that will take you 6 years to build. That is my take. If you agree, make a comment, send a comment, and I'll respond to that. Or never build a house that will take you 6 years or 10 years. Because if you're 30 years old, you're building a house taking you 10 years. So by the time you finish, you are 40 years old. By the time you finish that house, you are already 40 years old. Remember that we are not getting younger, we are getting older as the day goes by. So plan. Before you build, sit down, do your calculations, check the money, how much money you have in your bank account. Look at what you are doing now. Check your strengths and your weaknesses. See if you can really push it that far. Check all that and make up your mind and come to a self-realization that, and say to yourself, if you cannot afford it, let yourself know that you cannot afford what you're about to do, and build what you can afford. Because we are living in a day, things are getting harder and harder every day. All the work, the jobs that we are doing is not promised, because it can be taken away. So if you want to build a house, and you are building that house based on what you are doing today, and you think you are making more money, it's better to build something small, finish it nicely, have a nice landscaping, keep some of the money in the bank, which I always advise people not to. But if you don't have anything to do with it, invest that money in a bank. At the end of the day, your money is secured. But if you have something to do with it, build a house, small house, nice landscaping, paint it nicely, very decent for you to occupy. You can also buy other lands, protect them, leave it there for another 5 years, sell them, you make triple of that amount that you put in. So my advice to you today, never build a house to impress. Never build a house that will take you so much time, more years to build. Remember that you have kids to take care of. You have yourself to take care of. You have your wife to take care of. You have other family members that you can help. But don't give in your all to them. Let them also fight for their own. Until I come again your way, this is Life with Toro. Subscribe and share. Thank you.